Auto-infection in helminths infection diseases. في السيستودا examples ليها التينيا سوليوم، السيستوسيركوزيس، والهايمينوليبس نانا. النيماتودز الانتروبياس فيرميكولاريس وسترونجولوزس سيركوراريس. انتروبياس فيرميكولاريس أو البن وورم أو السيت وورم أو الفاميلي وورم. host man especially children. habitat large intestine mainly cecum, colon, rectum and appendix. morphology adult worm is silvery whitish in color, has double bulbed esophagus. anterior end is surrounded by cuticular expansions بنسميه cervical alley. adult male is 2 to 5 mm in length. posterior end is sharply curved with single spicule, while female is 8 to 13 mm. posterior extremity is straight and tapering ending in finely pointed tail. Vulva is situated at the end of the anterior quarter. Life cycle without migration. Male dies after fertilization, while the gravid female migrates outside the anus to lay its eggs in the perianal region, especially at night. An adult female deposits about 10,000 eggs in its life. The lifespan of adult female is from 1 to 2 months. Eggs are fully mature and are directly infective. Infection of man by swallowing the infective eggs and the larvae come out in the small intestine, molting twice and become adult in the cecum within 2 to 4 weeks. Mode of infection: ingestion of infective eggs through auto-infection, contaminated hand to mouth of the same person, contaminated food or drinks, contaminated objects, airborne infection through inhalation of eggs in dust particles, retro-infection, eggs hatch in the perianal region and larvae migrate back through the anus to the large intestine. Strongyloides stercoralis أو dwarf threadworm. host man dogs. habitat small intestine. morphology small cylindrical translucent worms. the male, whether parasitic or free living, is 0.7 mm with a rhabditiform esophagus, while the free living female is 1 to 1.7 mm with a rhabditiform esophagus, and the parasitic female is 2.2 mm with a cylindrical esophagus. Life cycle: the adults, parasitic males and females, live in the small intestine, duodenum and jejunum of the final hosts. After fertilization, the males die and the females burrow deeply in the mucosa. Some believe that only parasitic females occur, and these reproduce by parthenogenesis, اللي هي reproduction without sexual union. Eggs are laid in the mucosa, immediately hatch into rhabditiform larvae, which migrate to the lumen of the intestine and pass in feces. In soil, rhabditiform larvae either develop into filariform larvae infective to final host, direct cycle, or give rise to free living generations in direct cycle, depending upon environmental conditions, hence the name facultative parasite. Direct cycle, like hookworm, when environmental conditions are unfavorable, the rhabditiform larvae molt and become filariform larvae in 2 to 3 days. Final host becomes infected when the filariform larvae penetrate his intact skin or mucous membranes. Larvae enter the venous circulation, pass through the right side of the heart to the lung, alveoli, then to the bronchial tree, to the epiglottis, where they are swallowed to reach their final habitat. In the small intestine, they molt twice during migration to become adults. Rhabditiform larvae appear in stools within 4 weeks of infection. Autoinfection also occurs if the rhabditiform larvae change into filariform larvae in the lumen of the intestine before being expelled in stools, succeeding in penetration of the mucosa, internal autoinfection, or the perianal skin, external autoinfection. They find their way to the circulation and complete the cycle. Autoinfection results in hyperinfection. Indirect cycle. When environmental conditions are favorable, the rhabditiform larvae molt and give free living males and females within 2 days. Fertilization occurs. Females put eggs in the soil. Eggs hatch, giving rhabditiform larvae, which either repeat the free living generation or give filariform larvae. Mode of infection. Penetration of human skin or buccal mucosa by the third stage filariform larvae during walking barefooted on polluted soil or drinking polluted water. Autoinfection, which increases the intensity and duration of infection. Strongyloides stercoralis hyperinfection. It is a condition that occurs in immunocompromised patients due to an increased rate of autoinfection, opportunistic parasite. The worm load increased so that all levels of gastrointestinal tract are invaded by the parasite up to the rectum. Disseminated hyperinfection. Massive numbers of larvae are produced and infection becomes disseminated outside the gut through systemic circulation. Larvae are detected in different organs, for example, liver, lungs, heart, and brain. It is manifested clinically by fever, pneumonia, septicemia, and meningitis. The condition is fatal in about 60% of cases. Prevention: proper disposal of human feces, mass treatment of infected patients.